G'day back again. Just might do a really, well, I keep saying a short video, they turn out long. This is for Butcher's Block actually. He's got some 245s and he's just curious to where the location of the pinhole, the shackle retainer pin and the plug where it would be relative to the body. Always on the back side, mate. Never on the stamp side. So never go looking for holes or pins or plugs on the face. Just no way. Don't stay away from that. It's always on the arse end, mate. The back side, the plain side. And on the 245, you probably find it when you turn it over. It's on the right hand side. It's on the pivot point of the shackle. So this one hasn't got a pin in it because I'm not sure whether to just clean this up and keep it as it is or get re-chromed. Up in the air at the moment, but probably re-chromed at this stage, but who knows. I've got 3 different formats as in extrusions. That's the latest extrusion from Lockwood Ogden's before they transition to the is it the 234 45 and with the 530 kick, the rekeyable cylinder, but that's the last profile. I'll give you the dimensions, and I'll actually give you the dimensions from the actual inside of that edge, because if I give you the dimensions from the exact point there, it could vary depending on your padlock. If it's been molted or been you know, polished or linished, that could alter the actual radius, or that curvature I should say. So I'll go from this side edge. This is never going to be, this is always going to be the same. So, and these are approximate too, mate, so get yourself a 6-inch rule. So you're looking at about 3.5 mil from that inside edge here on the latest profile, okay. And from the top, what we got there? Right, 17.5 mil approximately. If you can make 2 precise marks where they intersect is approximately where the hole would be, or the plug. When you do that, just where they marks meet, get a nice center punch and get it spot on, and just give it a tap. Don't bash the shit out of it, just a slight tap. Hopefully you should be able to, you might be lucky to push that plug slightly in further, which will cast a shadow obviously. Then you can center punch it and drill. Probably go a 1.5 mil, 2 mil at the max. Get a screw extractor. Get it from Bunnings, mate. You get these from Bunnings, not the T-piece, you might have to get your own, but you can get these with 2 drill bits. I think about 13 bucks, I think. So they're not, that's pretty reasonable. Sometimes you get lucky actually. I'll show you one. Yeah, this is not a, this is the 234 old school vintage fat body. But sometimes you get lucky. You actually see the plugs, which is great. Then you can't go wrong. Just center punch it exactly in the middle and drill straight on. You'll know when you've gone through the brass. You'll hit the metal pin, and the drill will usually sort of stop, bog down. Just reverse the drill out and get your extractor, get a bite and put it out. That's one option. I know Dr. L does a different way. I think he does the same thing. He drills, but he puts a screw in there and uses a piece of leather or rubber or whatever, and gets the claw off a hammer, obviously a small one I'm assuming, and just pries the plug out. So that's another option for you if you haven't got a screw extractor. But yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Actually I'll get to this one last. These are these are 2 other extrusions or profiles as well. These are earlier ones. I think that one probably preceded the that one, and that one's probably earlier, I would say. I could be wrong, but I'll be corrected. But I'll give you the dimensions on this extrusion shape. If you've got one same sort of shape extrusion, Again, go from the top. So it's 18 mil from the top, and again, let's go from the edge here. See what have we got there? Probably 5 mil. Yeah, that's what happens when you fucking. That's what I mean about being precise, mate. Because sometimes you get it wrong, but that's fine. We can get rid of that. This one here, this was all complete. This is a refurb one I did refurbed. Yeah, this one's extreme. This should sit in this one, the Murloc. That's the kind of stuff he loves. This has got really long, deep, tapered spools, genuine Lockwood spools. Well, back in the day, this thing is a beast. It's not an easy pick, I tell you. But yeah, so but this one's obviously, again, it's always on the shackle, the swivel point of the shackle. It's never on obviously this side. It's here. So sometimes, like I say, if you're not lucky enough to see the plug, sometimes you can get a rough idea where it's going to be. It's going to be roughly in the same dimensions area of those holes, plugs. So sometimes you can get a small hammer, preferably something a bit softer than the actual brass. If you've got a hard, like a plastic hammer, that'll be fine. And yeah, I'm going to re-lineage this anyway. I'm just doing this as an example for you, mate. See if we can. Again, don't follow my lead, mate. I'm just bloody slack. Like I said, I'm going to re-lineage this anyway. But I'm trying to find the cast a shadow with that plug. So I can drill it out and yeah. Again, don't bash the shit out of it, mate. See, I'm struggling to find the bloody cast a shadow actually. We got them at 18 mil, so it should be, yeah, around this mark, I think. Bloody hell, I think I've been lineaged this one too well, I think. But, anyway, I think I can just about see it now. I think I can, yeah. Right there. Don't worry about that. Looks worse than it is, mate. I'll be nice and flat when I finished. I'm just trying to cast that outline there. You see it there, mate? Right there, see the shadow? So what we'll do, I'll punch this and I'll drill it, and we'll go and I'll show you how to okay, I think, see now I've definitely cast a shadow now. So what I'll do, I'll put you on pause, I'll get the drill and we'll drill it and I'll show you how to do it, mate. So hang on a sec. Okay, back again. Got a detail there, don't want to drill over Barry's mat. Yeah, anyway, again we've sort of center punched that hole, as you can see. This is a 2 mil actually, so it's, and we'll go with that. I think it's 2 mil. Anyway. It's actually a marathon, mate, not a a sprint, so take your time. Yeah, use a nice brand new drill bit too, mate. Yeah, getting there. Do you hear that? You hear the drill sort of slow down and start to bog down? Now it's bottomed out, so just put it in reverse, obviously. Get your key extractor, screw extractor. This one's broken actually, as you can see. It's not a brand new one, but it's so good. Okay. So get in there and get a bite and just extract it, mate. But you only get one chance at the cherry with these on the face, because they're a smaller plug than the actual chamber plugs. That was lineaged a while ago now, nice and clean. Look at that, see the patinas coming through? The plugs are patinaed up. So yeah, you can't avoid that. That's just part of the process of brass, patina. I'll give you the measurements for this one while we got it off, mate. So roughly, yeah, 6 and a bit, mate, from the edge. Yeah, 6.5-ish, and from the top, yeah, probably go 17.5 mil approximately. And like I said, when you get those 2 points in the 6 points, give it a punch with the center punch. Hopefully cast a shadow and go from there. So the plug's out now, and we get the so what you can do, sometimes you're lucky, mate, you know, depending how the condition of the pen, sometimes you can just give it a tap, mate. But if that doesn't work, just open the shackle and to that point where the shackle bites into the pin, and just rotate it. You can't get it all the time, mate. It's just hit and miss actually. But there we go. You see the sort of the pen moving there? So it's driving it out, and once you tighten that, just remove the pin and the shackle, obviously. So what we'll do, and to put a new shackle and put it in, obviously put the spring in, place your pin in there, and what we'll do, well, 13, make it 15 minutes. I'll put a new plug in there. I don't need to show you this. I've got a plug. I'll put a plug in there, slightly tap it down, you know, to get it. Just leave a little bit of meat off the plug above the actual body, and we'll lineage that marks out. So go from there. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Oh, back again. Okay, yeah, I've done it all. Pretty much lineaged off. Got all those little marks out, which I caused by the hammer. Which, don't use the hammer. Do as I say, not what I do. Use a plastic hammer if you can, if you've got one. But that's all good now. So yeah, so that's the story, mate. Actually, while I'm here, bloody hell, might as well give it the dimensions for 234 as well, eh? Unfortunately, there's nothing to sort of measure from the edge. But if you can even get a tape measure, mate, where you can flex it. So it's approximately 11 mil from the side, and from the top, yeah, let's go 16 a bit, 16 mil for a 234. Again, same procedure, intersect the lines, give it a bit of a punch, a slight punch, see if you can cast a shadow and go from there. But what I found with this one, which is odd, this nothing to do with me, but by the way, that hole was blown out at one stage, and it was replaced with a chamber plug. Didn't even pick it up till I looked at it. So this one it's got a chamber plug in there, as opposed to the smaller one, smaller hole. Anyway, yeah, that's fine, no worries. And so there you go, mate. If you need pins and that, give me a yell, I'll help you out. But that'll do. Till next time, take care, and I'm out of here. Goodbye.